Hi my lovelies, I hope this finds you well and having a lovely day. We're going to do a little Pilates class using our ball as requested. Really good for muscle engagement and also to help with alignment, really good for helping with alignment. So if you don't have one, don't worry, you can do the class without it. Yeah. So we're just going to start with our breathing. So just place your ball to one side, pressing your hands down onto your knees and just taking a few grounding breaths. So breathing in through the nose, nice exhale through the mouth, deep breath in again, and exhale, and one more like that, really deep breath in, and exhale. Lovely. Just going to take the ball into one hand now, if you don't have it, just onto the floor, and big side stretch over, reaching through that side body, coming up and then drawing the head and chest down to that knee, coming back up over to the side and up, switching to the other side. So reaching over and coming up, reaching down and up, and then taking both hands up, reaching forward and coming up. Lovely, guys. All right, let's take a nice roll down onto our back. So taking your time to roll down through your spine, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Draw the knees in, have a nice little rock here, just relaxing your lower back. And then taking your ball, we're going to take it underneath the lower back here. If you have any lower back issues, maybe skip this one, but really nice, or actually maybe do this one. It might actually help your lower back depending on where your lower back pain is. But really nice one to just open the hips. And then if you want to, you can sort of stretch one leg out. You feel a nice stretch into your hip flexor. And then bring it in. And then other leg out. You might want to also take both legs out. Again, just being really mindful of your back. But if you get pain in that lower sacrum area, that's a nice way to expand the front of the pelvis and sort of relieve a little bit of pressure on the back. Nice. All right, my lovelies, we'll take a quick twist. So just dropping your knees to the one side. And then over to the other side. Lovely stuff. Okay, we're going to take the ball now behind the upper back. So sort of like between the shoulder blades. And we're going to do a few crunches here. So hands to the back of the head. We don't want to tip the head back too aggressively, but we're just adding a little bit of sort of range into this abdominal crunch. So we're breathing in and exhale, coming up. Deep breath in as you lower and exhaling. Inhale, expanding through the chest and exhaling. Deep breath. Up. Good. Take two more of these. Nice. Now we're going to add a little knee lift. So you're going to lift one of your knees up towards your body and then bring it down and squeeze it up and down. Good. We're exhaling and lower and exhaling and lower. Good. Let's take two more. And one more. Lovely, guys. Nicely done. Just take a breath here. Coming up, just remove that ball and we're going to take it now between our knees. So bringing that ball between the knees, taking your time to just find that connection with the inner thighs. So really switching on those inner thighs and then taking your arms, finding your T position. Yeah. We're going to draw those legs up to our tabletop and give that ball a nice, decent squeeze. So quite a deep squeeze there. Good. Hands actually, before we go to tabletop, before we go to tea with our arms, we'll take them to the back of our head. And we're just going to do our toe taps here. So breathing out and then inhale, squeeze to lift. Exhaling. Now you don't want to go too far that you feel your lower back is in like a vulnerable space. So if you feel your lower back is engaging and it's a bit much, just take it a little bit slower, a little bit lower in your range, not as broad in your range pathway. Good. Down. Nice. Now we're going to add the upper body now. So we're going to come up and find a little crunch at the top. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Good. Let's take one more. Nice. And then lower it down. Now we're going to go into our supine twist. So take those arms back to that T position. We exhale over to one side, going really nice and slow. And inhale to come up. And exhaling. Deep breath in to come up. And exhale. And up. Good. Really focus on the belly button to spine connection. We want to keep that connection, keeping strong through that mid zone. And up. Lovely, guys. Bring the feet down. Take a little windscreen wiper with the knees. Just relaxing that body. Great. Now we're going to take the ball underneath your left foot here. So we're just adding a little bit of stabilization for our leg lifts. So you kind of use that ball underneath the foot to engage the hamstring a little bit, so the back of the leg, yeah? Taking your right knee in, have a nice tight squeeze of your right knee. Take it for gently a little bit of a rock from side to side. Just across that midline. And then taking that leg up towards the sky, take your hands to the back of your knee and just moving into some circles. And take that both directions. Lovely. So we're going to do lowers today instead of circles. So same arm as leg, going to go to the mat. Other arm is going to reach up. Now you're going to drop that leg and arm away from each other. So extending long and then lifting up and then opening out to the side and then lifting up. Now you're only going as far as you can, especially when you go out to the side, that your hips are staying really square. You're going to keep that pelvic alignment. You're going to keep focusing, keep it strong. And out. Good, let's take one more. And up. Exhaling and inhaling. Lovely. Draw the body up and just taking some tiny little crunches for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug that knee down. Lovely work, guys. Take a deep breath there before we do the other side. Again, have a little sort of rock that knee if you need. Then we're going to do that on the other side. So taking your ball underneath your other foot. And then your left leg, if you're doing the same leg as I was doing, your left leg in towards your chest. And again, just take that very gentle, little bit of a rock. And then sending that leg up. Gentle little circles into the ankle. Nicely done. All right, same arm as the leg to the mat. Other arm should reach up. We're going to breathe in as we lower. And exhaling to lift. And then out to the side. Deep breath in. And exhaling. Good. Inhaling. Exhale. Keeping it really slow and controlled. Really focus on your attention to detail with your alignment. Gentle breaths here. We're going to do one more each direction. Nice. Drawing that arm up and just finding those little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it up and release it down. Nice. Good. Hug both knees in towards your chest now. Have a nice little rock. Good. And then just rolling yourself up. We're going to come straight over to our hands and knees now. So coming over to your 4-point posture and taking your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Take a little cat and cow here. So just moving backwards and forwards. Take a little breath. Lovely stuff. All right, you're going to take the ball between the little crevice between the back of the knee there. And we're going to come down onto our elbows. So down onto your 4-point posture. In this posture, really focus on still pushing the floor away and really drawing your abdominals up here. So really strong through the abdominal wall. Press down, give that ball a little squeeze. And we're just hooking that leg straight up behind us. And then down. And then directly out to the side and down. And nothing else is moving. We're going to keep really still through that upper body. Nice, slow, controlled movements here. Working that hip joint, almost thinking of it like a little hinge. Good, let's do one more. Lovely, guys. And then pushing yourself back up, finding your normal sort of posture. You're going to draw that knee in and straight back up. So just a different sort of transverse abdominals are going to kick in here. And 3, and last one. Good, like holding there now. You're going to take your other arm off, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Lovely job, very good. Roll the wrist out of the hand that was on the floor. Go straight to the second side, finding that little crevice thing in between the knee, behind the knee, sorry, and give it a really good squeeze. You're going to feel that hamstring will kick on a little bit more with that. Down onto the elbows, knees to touch, belly button to spine, pushing the floor away, and we start straight away with that little lift and down and side and down. Good. Really think about the range of movement in your hip. So as we keep everything else really still, we're finding that range, sharpening that pathway. Good. One more. Nice. Pushing up, hands directly under your shoulders. Then we draw it in towards the arm and back. Deep breaths. Really feel your abs working here, stabilizing that upper body. One more. Nice. Hold it here. Reach that arm forward. Take a deep breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely job, guys. Well done. Nice. You can have a little quick child's pose there. So just knees apart, body down, just stretching forward. Take a deep breath. And then we're going to come over onto our side. We're going to have that ball between the ankles and give it a nice squeeze as you lie down onto your side body. So thinking about our legs joining together here, and that's going to really engage the ball. So like we do when we do our leg lifts, think of your leg like one leg, like a mermaid tail almost. Top hand is forward, and we're just squeezing to lift and lower. Squeezing to lift and lower. Good. So we're going to work that waist here as well as the legs, really finding that muscle engagement here. And down for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then just little pulses, little tiny pulses. Good. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Good. Take that ball now, just place it underneath your top hand. We're just going to do some leg kicks here today, so be really mindful if you're not super warm, just to be a little bit more gentle with your energy. Underneath leg bending, top hand into that ball. We're going to kick that leg up. We do 2 little kicks and then flex the foot to lower. And kick, kick, and flex. Just 2 more. Kick, kick, and flex. 1 more. And down. Lovely, guys. Draw yourself straight up. Have a quick little side bend. And we're going to do that on the second side. Lovely stuff. So take that ball between your ankles, all the way down. Checking that you're in a nice straight line. You're drawing your belly button to your spine, really pulling up through your side body. And we lift and down. Good. So we're really going to think about that leg. One long leg. Good. Squeezing up and down. 2 more. Good. Little pulses. Feeling that engagement. Good. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Lovely. Good. Bend it down. Take that ball underneath the hand. Stretching that top leg out long. And we take those 2 little pulse kicks and flex to lower. And up, up, and down. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhale. And down. And 1 more. Good. Lovely, guys. Beautifully done. Push yourself up. Have a quick stretch out there. Nice. All right, my lovelies, we're going to finish with a nice little stretch. So nice, easy one today. Taking your legs back to your cross-leg position and just taking one arm across your body. Breathing there. And other side. Good. And then just interlace your fingers, push your spine back behind you. And bring it in. Nice. And you're just going to take your legs out so you can keep them quite narrow or a little bit wider. Just moving into a nice stretch over to one side. And then coming up and over to the other side. And up. And then just very gently leaning forward. Coming up. Nice. And if you have a little bit more time, maybe adding a few extra little stretches before you finish the class, we're going to close down with our 3 deep breaths. So hands out nice and wide. We take a deep breath in to draw the arms up. Grounding exhale. Deep breath in. Nice grounding exhale. And final one, deep breath in. And nice grounding exhale. Lovely job, guys. Thank you so much. Well done. And I hope you have a lovely rest